beautiful people, and welcome to another Galactic Mayan astrology report. So this is a report for Thursday the 19th of August 2021, and I'm hoping that the report manages to upload before the day, because I usually share it the day before, but I've just landed in an Airbnb as I am now on a 6-week adventure. Sorry, my low battery thing just came up. And yeah, this is my first pit stop before I go to Medicine Festival. So UK peeps, if anyone's at Medicine Festival, I will see you there. But yeah, gosh, we're moving into the final Wavespell, the final 13-day process of this entire 9-month journey. And it was really profound actually the other night. I was looking at my Dreamspell astrological diary, ding ding ding. If you want the new edition, it's now available, link below. And it is, honestly, it's really profound. I use it as well. So I was looking back, I was like, okay, we're moving into the final Wavespell. What was the beginning of this spin for me? You know, what was moving for me, what was going on? And it's just so profound to witness, like the codes that were there in those first few days, and then what developed over the 260-day spin as my personal evolution journey. Really, really profound. And also these like echoes of the things that I know are going to be manifesting this year. The tasters that I was kind of getting through reality that were demonstrating, this is what's coming, this is what's coming, this is what's coming. So yeah, profound times, very profound times. So like I say, if you want to have a little play with that as well and map synchronicity and get to know your own evolution code, which I totally recommend, link below. Our new spin starts after this Wavespell, so we've got 13 days left of this entire 260-day gestation period. So the Wavespell, the final Wavespell of our process that we are moving into, is the energy of yellow star. And I absolutely love that our process completes with the yellow star. So yellow sign, flowering, blossoming, what's the word that I'm looking for? Ripening. So the yellows are like, we can eat the fruit now. By the end of the yellow process, it's like, this is good enough to eat. Whatever we've been cooking up, whatever we've been transforming, it's like, yes, now is the time, nom nom nom. And the star is about being the star that we are. Being our own unique individual self. Being seen, being heard, being witnessed, being in our creativity, being witnessed in our creativity, in our authenticity. And you know, this journey of yellow star is such an interesting one because, you know, we're kind of taught to be small in a way. It's like, don't get too big, don't draw attention to yourself, don't take up space, you know, be humble, be small. But in reality, you know, we are all creator consciousness. We're massive, and our individuality is such a gift to this planet. And the yellow star process really supports us to figure out what our individuality is. You know, we've all kind of gone through this strange conditioning program, which is all about like factory people. You need to be this certain model of human. You know, we kind of come out of school and it's like, fuck, what was that then? And who the hell am I? So we then are launched into this incredible evolution playground, trying to figure out who we are. What do we give? What have we got to give? What are we actually interested in? And the truth is that, you know, we all have something incredibly profound to offer. And the thing that's been landing over the past few days for me, as I've been journeying and like wrapping up my life for a little while, you know, before kind of literally just diving into the unknown for a longer period of time than I have done in a long while, and also dismantling this idea that I need an aeroplane to be able to do that. It's like, actually, we can travel everywhere. But the thing that's been landing is like, maybe the meaning of life is to find what we're passionate about and do it. Be in joy. And everything else that we've got to sort out is like the backlog of all the distortions. So all the feeling and the healing is incredibly important for us on the planet right now, because we've got this backlog to process, but especially because we're in this yellow electric seed year. Maybe the whole thing, and it's no coincidence, this is the final piece of the puzzle of our human evolution journey. Maybe it's about finding what sets us on alight, you know, and what our individual spark loves. Because honestly, like, especially through the gift that I've been presented with of interacting with children all over the planet and interacting with humans all over the planet, authentic humans, integrated humans, the thing that just is so glaringly obvious to me is that everyone's passion is different. Even if you've got a group of people that share a vision, what everyone brings to the table is different. So really this 13-day process is an opportunity to find, dust off what it is that brings you joy. Because what it is that brings you joy is what lights you up when you're lit up, when you're glowing. You're sharing the vibes. You know, you're then able to emit that inspiration simply through existing in inspiration to the planet. And the other thing that I really want to mention again, as I always do of late, you know, it's just this really honest confirmation, reassurance that we're going to be all right. I know that everything's topsy-turvy because the underworld is no longer the underworld. All of the things that have not been processed had to come up. And it was interesting, another thing that I was musing upon, I've done a lot of musing this week, another thing that I was really musing upon was around this thing of like in the 60s and 70s, like loads of people started gathering. There was like a post that I'd seen about Woodstock or something. But at that time, lots of consciousness manipulators, as in drugs and alcohol, were needed in order to access that oneness state. So it was like the collective pain body was still very, very strong, and although spirituality and oneness could be gridded into, it had to come through the disassociation through drugs and alcohol of the pain body. Whereas now we're dropping into a space where we don't need to disassociate anymore. You know, we're all learning to associate, integrate, feel and heal, and therefore not need anything else to come in order to access that realm. So, that said, this collective process that we're in seems scary, seems hard, seems frightening, seems everything's doomed. But again, I've been to the bottom of the depths of the underworld in every way. In a going batshit crazy for a bit, in a having my heart stomped on for a bit, in a every little bit of me broken, bleeding out. And every single time that I've come back to life, bam, greater the flow, greater the synchronicity, greater the alignment, greater the fulfillment. Seriously, it's all gonna be okay. So with that in mind, take some time over this Wavespell, over this 13-day period, to feel into who is the star that you are? Who are you in your authentic self? Who are you in your joy? What does your joy look like? What are you doing when you're feeling joyful? Who are you with when you're feeling joyful? What are the components that make up your joy? And then, how do you make space for them? How do you lean into them? How do you create the opportunities to live in that more regularly, in a long-term vision for permanency? I'm not saying to ever dissociate or disregard our pain. We have to keep going into it if it's there until there's nothing left. But it's really important for us to know what sets our heart on fire. Because that is honestly, that's the nectar to follow all the time, isn't it? That's the sunshine to follow. So figure that out. And then you get to see your place in the tribe. When you're buzzing, you're giving the medicine that the planet needs. Very simple, really, isn't it? So yeah, I'm sending you all so much love. I find it incredibly profound that this festival that I'm going to, Medicine Festival, starts on the first day of Yellow Star Wavespell, obviously. So I'm going to be there for a week, and then I'm going to be at an ecstatic dance camp for a week, and woo! And then more and more will unravel as it unravels, but I'll do a video just before the new spin is when my ecstatic dance adventure completes. So sweethearts, also within this 13 days, take some time to integrate what has gone on for the past 260 days. What has moved for you? Celebrate yourself, remember who you are, congratulate yourself for all that you have processed, overcome, built, embodied in this super short period of time. Recognise how much more conscious you are, recognise how much more open-hearted you are. See you, see us, and feel. Everyone can feel it when we really drop in that we're going to be alright because we're together. You know, these networks and communities and experiences and loving relationships that are developing between us all, now that we've dismantled what's in the way of our hearts, or as we continue to dismantle what's in the way of our hearts, demonstrates what is going to be happening on a macro level. We are the micro that becomes the macro. So have no fear, all is well. And I send you so much love and so many blessings. Thank you for watching, and the next video is going to be a boom new spin, new 260-day cycle, red dragon vibing, and I'm a red dragon. So exciting times ahead. All right, sweet peas.